Hello and welcome to another PA Matches cast. Got a 1v1 between myself and Arachnis87. A few minutes in, like always, and I have just started scouting. Been experimenting with some different opening builds, and we'll see how it goes for me this time. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. It looks like Arachnis has one hell of a good spawn. And wow, he's expanding pretty rapidly. Let's see if I can get in some early raiding to make up for the advantage that he's got. Okay, so like always, I'll want to raid quickly and persistently. Here, getting up a base out to the side, an expansion. I really like to get up factories at my expansions. That allows for the building of fabricators, raiding, as well as easier defense to have units that are already over there. Mismanaging my economy, got a bit of a positive economy, tend to do that. So I need to pump out more factories, which is why I've got those forward factories over there on the, towards his base. So working on moving in and getting a bunch of raiding in. Unfortunately, Arachnis has got some missile defense towers set up. And he's putting them up all over the place, making raiding rather difficult. Missile defense towers have a low cost and but low DPS, so they can be overwhelmed fairly easily, but at the same time they can be spammed out a lot at all of the different metal expansions, allowing for great defense. So working on a forward base, ants are slow. So I like to figure out where my opponent is and build a bunch of vehicle factories in between my bases and his, closer to his base. This allows for faster raiding, and the factories also act as a meat shield for my economy buildings. I would much rather lose economy buildings than I'd much rather lose factories than I would want to lose economy buildings. Factories can always be rebuilt easily, while economy is much harder to get back on track. So because Arachnis has a bunch of missile defense towers everywhere, I can't raid as much as I would normally like to, so I'm having to gather up my forces before I move in and attack. But at the same time, that means he is investing a bunch of metal into defensive structures rather than investing metal into metal extractors, which means I am expanding faster than he is. So taking a technique out of Arachnis' book and building up missile defense towers all along my backside, so raiding from Arachnis can't be done as easily. A lot of the top players, like I think it's Klops. Klops likes to do this, but a lot of the top players like to just send lone doxes around everywhere, just to all sides of the planet, and unless you have doxes there to defend or have missile defense towers, then you're going to lose everything, all of your metal. At this point, I realize, starting to realize how much I'm mismanaging my economy, so I try and move in, or I'm going to try and try and fully utilize my economy. And I'm being attacked over here. Arachnis realizes that my army is over to the side and is going to run into defensive structures and be neutered. So he's mounting a counterattack to try and catch me off guard. So right now I'm trying to defend against his attacks as well as expand and actually utilize my economy. I had almost a positive, I almost have 100 positive metal, which is just way too much. So getting one of my factories to pump out a lot of fabricators so I can start on that. Also, at this point we're over 10 minutes in and I don't have any advanced anything. That's not good. Generally, I want to have an advanced economy started at under 10 minutes, which requires some concerted effort, but is very doable. For some reason, my fabricators weren't building the cultures like I wanted. And I know I'm about to be overwhelmed with this large attack here, so I'm trying to scramble up some defensive structures and expand at the same time. Never, ever stop expanding. And here I'm getting up a proxy base on his backside. Getting up a bunch of factories on the backside of your opponent's base is a fantastic move. Catches them off guard, allows you to raid with ease, and is just all around a really nasty surprise. However, those bases on factories on his backside mean nothing at this point because I've got a bunch of ants moving in that I can't stop. So I'm trying to get all my fabricators on a laser defense tower so I can protect my energy field. And he is very rightly avoiding my defensive structure and trying to circle around. So I call in my commander because my vehicles won't be able to catch up to those vehicles since they have the same speed. And I'm trying to just do everything at once, trying to get my advanced bots out and spam out a bunch of factories because, again, as you can see, I've got almost 100 positive metal. You always want to utilize your metal. Positive metal is wasted metal. That should be a saying. So at this point, I've got that attack mostly under control. His attack is going to cause some damage, but is ultimately going to get stopped. So, got to get my commander safe and expand. And always expand. Just something that I'm doing pretty well in this match. It's something I normally struggle with, and I don't know, something clicked. It's going well. So, finally got some advanced bot fabricators out, so now gotta spam out advanced metal extractors and advanced power plants. Need some fabricators to assist those. And spread out this power, spread out the power. I love it when my opponent builds all of their power in one spot. Allows me to nuke the power or just destroy it easily with ants. When the power's spread out, it's a lot easier to defend, and if you lose one power field, then you can recover quite easily. So pelters are OP at this point. I'm working on a bunch of pelters to defend against his attacks, so I can continue expanding and causing more damage than I'm taking. My energy's hurting at this point, but it'll get back on track now that I've got advanced metal queued up, or advanced energy plants queued up. So, not sure if my opponent is expanded over there, so get up a radar to see what's going on over there. I really don't want him to know about the factories I've got set up on the backside of his base. So, just working on expanding. Arachnis has got a lot of fighters out there, so he might be going for bombers, so I need to get up a bunch of fighters to protect against that. And at this point, radar coverage means zilch, because... oh, oops. Accidental keyboard. And orient north. And here we go. I got some bots for raiding on the backside. And now, enemy fighter above my base. That's always a bad thing. Haven't been using patrols. Something I should have been doing. And doing some quick scouting to figure out where he's expanded. Get all my bots headed towards the backside of his base. And wow! Very positive economy. So decide I'm going to use that to get some nukes out. Nukes are always good. And get more economy. Never stop expanding. You need to get your base to a point where if you lose part of your base, then you're good. If you play PA in such a way that if you lose your base, then you're dead, then, well, you're playing PA wrong. Thankfully, though, he hasn't expanded over to this area, so he doesn't know about my factories at the rear of his base. And there's a bunch of units moving in, so send all my ants to counter, and let's get out more pelters. Those pelters are OP. Get all my fabricators building stuff and expanding. Go on expanding more metal as well. Long build queues are your friends, so you can have fabricators expanding and working on your metal while I'm over here fighting. At this point, I realize I need levelers. Levelers are amazing. And let's just get up some radar coverage so I can see if he's flanking or expanding. And thanks to my radar coverage, I can see that his attack trajectory has changed, so I'm changing that. And now I'm doing some scouting. I want to figure out what's going on so I can finally utilize the vehicles at his backside. Arachnis has done a nice job of getting up a bunch of fighters on patrol. That is excellent scouting intel as well as defense against bombing raids. Get that nuke queued up. And now start working on levelers, which I should have done so a lot sooner. So, looks like he doesn't have much of anything defending his backside, except for a bunch of energy. I love targeting energy. It's really difficult to recover from losing primary energy fields, and it shuts down your radar, which is a fantastic benefit and all sorts of stuff. So getting it working on that. Nuke, making sure my fabricators are building and my commander's building. Always have your commander building. He's the most efficient builder out there. And here we go. Oh man, all of his energy is in one place. I could have taken out all of his energy with a single nuke. Never put all of your energy in one place. You just gotta spread it out. At this point, I don't think he's noticed. He's attacking one of the sides, so get my units in to protect. I've got a majorly positive economy, so let's get more fabricators working. And finally, there, he's noticed that my attack. In the back, queue up that factory. His attack is running into pelters, and I am crippling his energy. Just absolutely crippling it. That was what, like a dozen advanced energy plants gone, something like that. Now I want to avoid his looks like he's done some expanding, but his fabricators ran into my defensive structures. If I hadn't built those defensive structures, he could have noticed what was going on and built a single defensive structure and just killed my expansions. So at this point, I know his army is most likely over on the backside of his base or destroyed. So let's see what his front side looks like and see if we can have a big push in. Make sure these factories are queued up and the fabricators are working. Nuke is done, although looks like he's got an anti-nuke up, so I need to take that out. More factories, because I have way too much economy. Although at this point, because of his energy is just gone, I think it's pretty much the end. He's got a nice combo of defensive structures. He's got a missile defense tower, laser defense tower, and pelters. Those are a good combo. Units that get in close get destroyed by the laser defense towers, and bombers get taken out by the anti-air turrets. So, see his commanders moving in, so I want to take out that, just ignore everything and take out that anti-nuke so I can nuke his commander. So focus fire, ignore all of the death headed my way, and take out that. There it goes. Now focus fire on the commander, so he is wounded. And where's my nuke? Where's my nuke? Where's my nuke? There it is. And now attack. And if he had all those fabricators repairing that commander, then he's probably gonna survive. So let's see. Get ready for a follow-up attack, and kaboom! And annihilated. Down he goes. Good game, Arachnis. Good game. That was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed the cast. Give me a like and let me know what you think in the comments.